Calculus Kids, this is Dr. Callahan with Week 1 Wednesday. How are you guys doing? I hope your first week is doing well. Here are the following 3 questions for your warm-up log. Keep in mind that you are able to go ahead and pick up a copy, a hard copy of this, and also the first 9 weeks of your guided notes right outside of B1. Go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and answer the following 3 questions. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and create the assignment for today, just so you guys can do that for attendance purposes and also for your academic grade when you upload it. So I'm just going to go ahead and create it as an assignment. And it'll be for week 1, Wednesday, Calculus AB, semester 2. For College Board assessments every Wednesday, your instructions today is to go ahead and do the following. Week 1, Wednesday, make sure you guys watch today's lesson, fill out your guided notes, and actually you won't have anything here. Just watch today's lesson on the video. For you guys, it's going to be the AP College Board. For week 1 Wednesday assessment. Hold on a second. Okay. If you have any questions, you're welcome to go ahead and email me. Your attendance is taken by you viewing the assignment and your academic grade. So this is going to be your first assessment going into the semester 2 is by you upload. Actually, you don't have to upload your assignment. So your academic is by you completing the assessment on AP College Board. And of course, if you would like to access the video for this class, there are 2 of them. One is the video, the other one is your Google Doc for this class. And again, hard copies for this class is available to pick up outside my door in B1. And this is your distance learning schedule. So you have that. And that's it. So let's go ahead and assign. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to pop up, let's go back to this part here then. All right, so your answers for this is as follows. So take a look at the warm-up questions and the answers itself. Make sure you guys know how to factor a trinomial with a coefficient greater than 0. So in this case, it is 2. All right, so today you have your first assessment. It is going to be first as assigned week 1 Wednesday on AP College Board. It's 7 questions, multiple choice, and it goes over what we talked about with integration, just simple integration rules. Ignore this one right here. This one is marked completed. I can't for some reason delete it. It also has that security shield. So I didn't want you guys to go ahead and not be able to access the quiz itself. So this one right here, where it says assigned week 1 Wednesday Calculus AB semester 2 assessment number 1, Dr. DrNataliaCallahan, this is the one that you guys want to work on, okay? So I wanted to go ahead and go over a few questions and practice questions with you guys beforehand, in case yesterday you were a little bit confused with some of the things we discussed. So let's take a look at this here. Now, we talked about integration yesterday, or the beginning of it, integration is the opposite of derivative. So it's in a way, it's kind of like the antiderivative. So you're doing the reverse procedures of the power rule. So first thing I want to do is I don't want to write it like this. I want to make sure I have it in a exponential form rather than a radical form. And then from there, remember yesterday I said you always add one, because before what we did with power rule is you brought down the exponent and then you minus one. So now we're going to do the opposite. So instead of minusing one on the exponent, we're going to add one. But then instead of multiplying it, because when we bring it down, we multiply it with the coefficient, we're going to divide it because it's the reverse of the power rule. So I'm going to add 1, which is 2 over 2. So that's a 3 over 2. Divided by a 3 over 2. What's going to end up happening is you're going to have to flip this. So 2/3 x to the 3 over 2 power, or 2/3 square root of x cubed. So that's another way that you can write it. Next one, here we go. We're going to add 1. So in this case, it's 4 over 4. So that's 7 over 4. Divided by 7 over 4, you have to flip that. And that is your answer. If I have a question that looks like integration of x and -2, again, you still add the 1, which is a -1. You're going to divide it by a -1. So your answer is a negative x and -1, or -1 over x. Oops, let's get rid of that. There we go. And it's a positive x on the bottom because you're bringing it down. All right, if you have the integration of sine, remember yesterday I showed you guys the, if you look at week 1 Tuesday, you have all of the integration rules when it comes to trig functions. And remember the derivative of cosine x is negative sine x, and the derivative of sine x is cosine x. So then if I'm going to do the reverse of sine, the integration of sine is going to be cosine. But because it is the integration of a negative sign is positive cosine, the integration of a positive sine x is a negative cosine x plus c. So you're really looking at the reverse of the derivative of cosine. So just keep that in mind. So again, derivative cosine is a negative sign. So the integration of a negative sign is a positive cosine. But here it's a positive sign. So the integration of a positive sign is a negative cosine, x plus c. Integration of positive cosine is a negative cosine plus c. There we go. All right, so next question, if you have something that looks like this, first you want to do is you don't want to have it in a radical form. So we're going to go ahead, and also it's in a fraction. So I want to rewrite it as x to the 1 over 4th power. I'm going to move this up. So I have x in negative 1 over 4th power, and I'm trying to find the integration of that. Remember, reverse of the power rule requires me to add 1. So it's a 4 over 4, which is a positive 3 over 4. You also have to divide this by 3 over 4. So you have to flip that. So that's a 4 over 3, x to the 3/4 plus c. And actually, I need to put plus c on all of these. Didn't think about that. But yeah, there's a plus c involved. All right, if you have a question that looks like this one over here, you want to rewrite this so it's x to the 1/2 minus x squared. Distribute this in here, and you're going to have 5x times x to the 1/2 minus 5x times x squared. Now you know that this is a 1, so that's the same thing as 2 over 2. And if you have something like a squared times a to the 3rd, it's going to be a squared plus 3, which is a to the 5th. So what you're going to do here is you're going to have to take the 2 over 2 plus the 1 over 2. So 5x, 2 plus 1 is a 3 over 2, minus 5, and this is a 1, so add them, x to the 3rd. And now you can go ahead and find the integration of that. And if we go ahead and find the integration of this, first you're going to do is you are going to add 2 over 2, which is 5 over 2, divided by 5 over 2. But you have to flip this. So that's a 2 over 5. times, don't forget the existing 5 right there, and lucky for you, they do cancel, x to the 5 over 2. So if I go ahead and reduce this 2x to the 5 over 2, and let's do the same thing with the second part of this. Add your 1, which is a 4, divided by the 4, which is going to be a 5 over 4, x to the 4th power. And that is your answer. Oh, don't forget your plus c. Okay, so for your last question here, you're going to go ahead and, uh-oh, what just happened? I don't know what just happened here. Okay, anyways, we should be back to this now. What you're going to do with this one is you want to go ahead and FOIL this before you find the integration. And if you were to FOIL this, it's going to give you an x to the 6th power plus 2x to the 3rd plus 1. And then you can just go ahead and integrate this using the simple reverse of the power rule. All right, you guys, well, that's basically it. Make sure you guys complete your assessment on AP College Board for week 1 Wednesday. And other than that, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Oh, sorry, one more thing. I forgot about this. In case for some reason that you are not able to access AP College Board, whether it's a technology issue or whatever that might be, I'm going to go ahead and add the PDF to this as well. So I'm just going to click on reply and attach the PDF to this. And if you do this on a hard copy with a PDF, you could do it on a separate piece of paper, you could print it out, entirely up to you. But just take a photo of it and then just email it to me or upload it onto this assignment. And that way I can see that. I would prefer that you just do it directly from AP College Board, because then the computer just stores your score in there and it's kind of easier for me to insert and input all the scores all at once, from one source rather than going back and forth from email or to MS Team. But if you're having some difficulty with that, that's totally fine. Just send me an email, let me know. And I'm going to go ahead and attach that. So here's the question. And then if you go ahead and click on this, it shows you the questions, the same 7 questions on AP College Board, and you can just do it on a separate piece of paper. It's multiple choice. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful week. As always, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.